Good morning. I've recently loved doing these arrowheads. My grandma got me onto these because she loves word games, especially crosswords and code breakers. But she also likes arrow words. I'd never tried arrow words before, but I found this little book and so I bought it to try, and they're very easy, the ones in this one specifically, but it's quite a fun little, like, slightly mindless activity to do, and word games and paper word games like this are always just, like, quite relaxing. Anyway, I'm going to actually get out of bed. It's quite sunny at the moment, but apparently it's going to rain later. I'm now just going to get ready and do my makeup. I'm also going to put on my Wild deodorant. This is, as you can see, a slightly different canister to my usual one. This is the roll-on I usually use, but this one is a rollable refill. Wild has just released refillable roll-on deodorants. Before I switched to Wild, this was the design that I did prefer, and so I love that there is now a sustainable option for a roll-on deodorant. It comes with these canisters that you then put into the case, and this is the liquid that you use for the roll-on. As with the original Wild deodorants and also their shower gels and everything, the key thing here is reducing waste, because if you think of like how many whole deodorant canisters are thrown away every year, by using a refillable deodorant you cut out on that waste and you reduce the amount of waste. I'm going to put my deodorant, but if you want to buy anything from Wild, then I do have a discount code RUBY2025 which can get you 20% off anything on the shop. There is a link in the description box, or there is a QR code here which can take you directly to their website if you've been meaning to try it. I also personally love this design of cases. It's an Emma Bridgewater collab and it's covered in bees. But anyway, I'm going to get dressed. I love these pyjamas so much, but I will get dressed and then go downstairs to get some breakfast. How are you, Bubba? Hello. Hello. Specifically, I'm going to be writing to September. First thing I'm going to do though is quickly grab a coffee. Which mug shall I use? I have specific mugs for coffee. This one. It was raining all of yesterday and it was so beautiful. We've now got sun today, which is quite sad. So my September is like very busy. So today's like the last quiet day that I've got at home, and so there are a few things that I want to get done for my to-do list, but more importantly, even if it's not more urgently, I really want to work on my book and get some writing done, because my goal had been that I would send my agent like the current version of my book in September, and that didn't happen. And I really don't want to rush it, because I think in the past that has been a problem I've had with writing, where I'm just very excited by the project itself, and so I write it very quickly, and it's, I don't know, I'm approaching this book differently, where the goal isn't to get it finished, the goal is to really focus on kind of writing something that I like and that I'm proud of, I suppose. My plan is to write 2 chapters. That is my big goal for today. If I write 2 chapters today and I don't do anything else, then I will be very, very happy. So while I'm drinking my coffee, I'm just going to use my writing notebook. This is from Paper Republic, and it's where I keep everything related to my novel, and I'm going to go through this and I'm just going to jot down some thoughts and ideas ready for when I start writing after breakfast. Oh my gosh, I love writing this book as well. I'll have a check-in with you on how the book is going soon as well. I've got 2 fountain pens to choose from, and I prefer this body, but I prefer the nib of this pen because it's a bit thicker, and I prefer fountain pen nib, which is like a medium size. I got a fine nib in this, and then this is more of a medium sized nib, and I kind of regret not getting a medium nib for this one because medium nibs always just feel much smoother. I'm also going to start writing a quick to-do list in here, which will be an ongoing to-do list today. I've just written a small section of that chapter, but it's nowhere near finished. Once I've written something, I also like to read out loud to see how it actually sounds, because you're so in your head when you're writing it that it could sound absolutely atrocious and make no sense. Even though I love my fountain pens, I'm going to grab a different sort of pen instead because I can't write very quickly with fountain pen, and sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's good because it forces you to slow down, and that's the benefit, I think, of handwriting as opposed to typing, that you have to be a little bit more intentional about what you're writing. Like, writing 1,000 words on a computer is so much easier than handwriting 1,000 words just because of the time that it takes, provided you're a faster typer than you are writer. But I think I still get the same effect from writing with a different pen, which is just a bit faster. I prefer writing with fountain pen, but it is slower than other pens, especially because you have to kind of wait for the pen to dry. Thunderstorm has just started, which is wonderful. I've just been doing some planning. Who's not? That's the plan. I'm now going to go out on a walk because this rain is just beautiful. I set this intention at the beginning of the year that every time it rains to go outside in the rain, because one of my favourite things in all of the world, like where I feel the happiest ever, is just standing in the rain. And so, like, why wouldn't I do it at every single opportunity? All of this rain, we've had so much rain for the last like 6 weeks, and it makes me so happy. I love also that it kind of comes in and out, but then when there is a storm it lasts for a really long time. If you didn't know, the name for somebody who loves rain is a pluviophile, and I love that word so much, which is one of my favourite words.
What's this?
My notebook, which I use for handwriting my book, is almost empty. I use a Moleskine softcover A5. I'm going to order a replacement. I've just ordered that, which is perfect because I've got I think I've got 12 pages left of my current one, which should last me a couple of days.